Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So it's been a while since I've uploaded any videos, but I have been receiving few comments regarding the project controls. So in my today's video, I will going to explain you what is project controls and how you can manage your projects. Okay. So without further ado, let's get started. So as per my experience, only the tools will not going to help you to manage your project, but yes, your tools will going to help you to plan, to track. But if you don't know what project control is, then that is useless, because until you have until you don't know like how to have a control on your projects with the help of those tools, then you can't ace in your project and you can't deliver your project within a stipulated timeline and the cost. So this is the thing that I will going to show you in my today's video. Okay, so first of all, this is your monthly progress meeting or reporting that you will need to do on a monthly basis or a fortnightly basis. That is completely depend on you. Okay, so first section we should cover is the field summary or the project summary, how your project has progressed, what is the metrics. For example, you need to do 10 surveys and you have completed 9 surveys, so you need to prepare a kind of summary, so that, and it should not be in too much, and you should not use too much wording in it. You just have a metrics table like total, done, pending, and with client or with the your company, or what is the reason. Okay, next is this engineering metrics. Okay, so engineering metrics is the most important thing, where you can record all your datas of your project so that you can just see all your details in a single snapshot. So in this thing, what would cover first is a phase baseline. So for example, you received your project and you have certain hours, your cost, and your completion date. So that would cover under this baseline. So we have this hours, we have this original cost, and if there is any contract increase, you can mention here, and then this is your budget completion date. Now second is this phase forecast. So this here you need to forecast things for your project. First, what forecast, what you are forecasting, the overall hours in your project, your overall cost, your practical completion date. So in my next thing, I would going to explain you how you can forecast it, but here you can capture, so that someone wants to refer like what was budget and what is forecast, and they can just analyze the difference. Then this is your cumulative plan, earned progress, your planned progress, and your cost to days. This would also be required here to calculate your SPI and the CPI, which is schedule performance index, cost performance index. That is a part of your earned value management. If you don't know about this, don't worry. I will going to explain you in my next videos what is earned value, how you can calculate the S curve, the earned progress, planned progress, everything. But here you should keep a track of it. Okay, and if you're already aware of this, you can use it here. Now there is a change management, so here you can record things like, for example, you have 10 change management that you have requested for, you have got 5 approved and 5 is not approved. So here you can record, and you can also record the average response time. So there are a few targets. For example, client gave a target of 10 days, like within a 10 days they will going to approve their change management. So here we can like record the average PC and response time, so that we can just compare what time they are taking, and if there is any risk in responding from their side, then this section can easily highlight. And then this is the like RFIs, TQ, anything you have, you can record here. Next is this deliverable metric. So this is very, very, very important. So this is the deliverable metric. So here what you can record is what are the total number of deliverables in your project, how much is accepted, and how much is in progress, how much is in review with client, how much is not started, and if there is any issue and concern. So this is a clear snapshot that you can easily see like what is the total things in your project, and where you need to keep a track of it, or where there is a concern. For example, there is a deliverable which we have not submitted but is a critical in your project, so you can mention here the issue concerns. If there is any delivery which is in progress or in review with client, then you can like mention like these are things that is with you, and these are the very important things. If you don't review in on time, then there is a issue in the projects. So this is a snapshot, and your detailed list you can include in the appendix. So I can also go with the appendix how you can record your deliverables. Then this is a change management. What was your original? If there is any variation, so you can like add here variation 1 2, and then you can capture the revised contract price. This is the action item. So here you can like mention your project description, then what are the items which are closed, in progress. So this will give us status like idea where we need to focus on. Then this is a schedule review. In schedule review, so for example, there is a baseline cost which you have defined, and you need to like summarize that thing as per your updates. You can have this section which is a schedule review, so that if there is any changes with respect to your baseline, you can easily record in a single a short summary, and the detailed summary you can attach in as a project schedule. And this is the look at plan. So this is very important. You should always be aware of what is your look at plan, maybe 2 weeks, 1 month, whatever, so that you can prioritize your work according to your look at plan. Next is the key milestone and the schedule changes. So here you can like mention all your key milestones from your schedule or your contract, what was planned, what was forecast or actual, and if there is any variance you can see here. And you can also mention the reasoning, so that you are well informing your client or anything in your senior management of what is the reason of this schedule change. This is the best way to record. Then with if there is any SDDR in your project, so there also you can record, because this is also, these are the things very important in your project controls. If any of the documents not delivered on time, if any of the deliveries is not delivered or not accepted from client on time, any of the actions, anything, schedule, any key milestone days, so you here you can capture all those informations, and based on those information you can like come up with the risk and the mitigation plan or the recovery plan. Okay. Next is the request of information. So this is the thing like total RFI issued, closed, open, and if there is an impact on the cost, on the schedule, and then this is section for the issue and the concern. And then this is the S curve. S curve taken is from your schedule or your planning with respect to how you're progressing in your projects. So this is also placed at an extra D. Then this is the cost report. So this is like, here you can see all the summary of your cost report, like the reference. For example, you have submit a claim 1, and what is the date ranges, what you have claimed for, then what is the status, comments. So here you can add more columns when you start progressing. Okay, this is the cost forecast, which is very 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 important. So what you need to do is, like for example, there is a contract scope and what you're forecasting in your upcoming months, and here you can mention like this is the timesheet cut off this date. So for example, we know that what is the date, and then this is the monthly forecast submitted. So for example, you are in May, maybe in July, and for July you have forecasted something. So here you can mention, for example, if for July you have forecasted hundred, you have forecasted $100, and as on today, you have like and your actual progress is here. You can record here actual progress, which is okay, and this you can change as actual. Okay, so this is your actual, and this is the thing which you forecasted in your earlier month, which is July. You forecasted for 100, and here you can see the difference, which is $50. Okay, and $50. Okay, and here you can like mention the percentage, which is 50%. Okay, 50% is the negative. Okay, because you have forecasted for 100 and you have got only 50, which is 50% of your forecast of negative 50%. So in general practice, your forecast accuracy should not go above, should not go up plus minus 10% of your total forecast, because that is a good practice in project management. If it is going above like 20, 30, 50, then you're not forecasting correctly. So you need to do something in your project so that you can work on the good forecast practice. Okay, so this is a tip that I'm giving you. So generally target is plus minus 10%. Okay, then okay, this is also very important. So here is a snapshot that will give you a performance based on the information provided above. So this is SPI, which is schedule performance index. The target is it should be greater than and equals to. So here it's equals to is not applied, so I can apply. Oh, Okay, so it should be greater than and equals to. Okay, everywhere greater than equals to, greater than equals to, greater than equals to, greater than equals to. Okay, so for example here I'll explain you. Your SPI for a project is 0.87 and your CPI is 1.22. What it means is you are not progressing at as per the plan progress, but yes, you're also spending less. Are you getting my point? So 0.87 is your schedule performance index, which is uh, uh, like near to 1%, but you're not progressing well. And 1.22 is like way more than one. So what it means is your earned value would be, for example, $100 and your actual is 80 or maybe $60. So that means is okay, you are scheduling is not up to the mark, but you're also spending less, so that matches. Okay, so for example if this is 0. Um uh, 1, okay, 1 to 1.22. Okay, so it means is your schedule is on track, but your CPI is also 1.22, which is you are spending more. Okay, so this will give you an idea of how you need to track a progress. So this is a concern, which is it should be always CPI SPI should always be greater than equals to 1, and if it is not, then there is a concern and you can work on that and prepare with the recovery plan. So this will give you way better understanding so that you can have a control on your projects. Okay, otherwise, I mean, if there is no target, there is nothing, then how you will going to control? You will not going to like quantify what are the things which went wrong. So these are the things. Okay, for the change manager, for example, we have a like less than 10 days the client needs to reply, so here we can record that thing. RFI is less than 5. So these are the dashboard, and here you can mention in detail. For example, schedule is schedule performance index, which is earned value divided by planned hours. So here you can mention earned value, planned hours. Here and then we have CPI, which is earned value divided by actual cost, which is earned value and the actual cost. I will going to explain you more about this in my next video, so that you will going to understand. And here you can mention commentary risk mitigation measures. Okay, then there is a risk and opportunity register, which is also very important. So here you can mention all the risk in your project and how you are plan to recover those risks if that comes in future. Then this is a lesson, so you always have a lesson learned register, so that you know like your recorded on which date we have identified this issue and how we have taken the corrective action to resolve this. Now I will going to explain you how you can like appendicize all of these things. Full schedule, so if you're using P6 MS project, anything you can record here with the critical path schedule. This is the RFI register, so this is the reference number, mail number, anything that you are comparing with. Then you can mention the project name, their title, when you have raised, what is the priority, when they have responded, or when their response is required, then if there is any potential impact, schedule, and if it is linked to any of the variation, then status. This is a good and very best template for your IFA register to keep a track of it. Then you have deliverable list, which is the item number, your project name, name of your deliverable, when you have planned the initial submission, when it is the actual submission forecast, what is the status, whether it is closed, in progress, or it is with whom, client or company, and then you can mention the comments. Then this is a complete S curve. So this is the S curve which is taken from the P6. I will going to explain you how to create it in next. So you can use any, if you are using some other format, so you can record here S curve. So basically S curve will going to like show you like what you have, your what was your baseline units, what is your earned you value units, which is based on your progress, and what is your actual labor unit. So this will going to give a graph. Then we have variation log. Here same reference number, project number, name, description, when we have submitted, what is approval date, status, and what is the impact. So this is the best thing that you can have. So this is a clear thing, so whenever someone asks in anything in your project, you can just open these trackers or open these kind of reporting, and then you can just show them. Then this is supply document data register, like what is the document number, revision number, deliverable name, title, status, everything. This is action register, which is action ID number, project, when we have raised the date, and then what is the action, who is action owner, target date, and the status, whether it's close, ongoing. Yeah. So yeah, yes, I think I have covered everything what you need to have in your project controls. If you want this template, I mean, you can modify this template as per your company's standard format style, but these are the things that should be there in your monthly reportings for the project controls purpose, so that you can clearly mention what are the risk and what client needs to do, what we need to do, what we need to focus on, where we need to take the corrective action. So if you want this template, I can easily share with you. So for now, I hope you like this video, and I have explained what is as per my experience. So if you want or if you liked my video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will be coming up with more interesting videos. Okay, bye.